hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it.
Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yellow. You want this?
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Mahomes going to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Manziel. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Mike's 50. Watch the run. Mike's 50.
Here's Manziel. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Good work. Go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. We're scoreless after one. On first down, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Got it. Turkey's the mark. Army. Leo. Fight.
Manziel. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A first down carry for Barkley. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And no way to get loose that time as Manziel goes down. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll drop to throw. All going deep here for Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Kill. Turn up.
Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Delta. 51.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Echo.
They'll look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Down to about the 22 here. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 22-yard line.
We go set, 50, plant.
Kill.
Hey, wahoo! Yeah.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Easy, Gator.
No chance.
Hey, Alpha. Fair.
50. Check back 50. Come off the ball.
You're back.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones in there to get him, and with it, time will expire here in this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe worked. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Aaron Donald in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Williams. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Fight on these two. There's no warning. Hey, rip lift.
Mike 56. Get that.
Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check.
Williams. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Again, it's Williams. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And got a man. It's Woods. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 44 yards. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Switch.
15.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Three buns, 3 buns.
Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. This is caught. Watkins. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Steps away to his left. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chris Jones, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Hey, box truck. Fellas, let's set a tone.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Look at me. Door. Hey, Brock, get it.
Now Manziel. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Recon, 132 fighter.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Manziel. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Manziel. He finds Taylor, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
He's coming. There you go.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Let's get off.
To throw is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Set, ready, 8, read.
Man left. Hey, 4 down.
On 1st down, Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
6-6, pull it high.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be so...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
So how about that comeback that we just witnessed going into the fourth quarter? I don't know that we had written them off, but it looked bleak. They were able to get it done.
They put up a barrage of points and reeling them in and running them down and winning it. Wouldn't you love to be in their locker room right now? Think about the energy that's radiating out of there right now. They're talking about belief, sticking together, and finding a way to win.
So for Cleveland, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.